Okay, so we're kicking off this week's What I Eat in a Week video with a little meal prep. And we are meal prepping some breakfast sandwiches first, which I make with the multi-grain 100-calorie Thomas muffins and some cilantro lime chicken sausage by Greenwise. So first I'm just separating the muffins and I'm going to toast them all. And then once they're all toasted, I will go ahead and start assembling my sandwiches. So I love the chicken sausage by Greenwise. It's become one of my favorites. Obviously it's a little expensive, but Publix did have it on sale when I got it, so that was exciting. So next I'm just putting some Laughing Cow cheese on my sandwiches. I use one wedge, which has 35 calories, I think, per wedge on each sandwich. So I use half for one side and half for the other side. And then I'm just gonna spread that on there super evenly. And after that is done, I will start prepping the sausage. But typically, these breakfast sandwiches, I will normally have 2 of these and they're pretty filling. So I'm just prepping enough for the entire week. So after these are prepped, I will start to prep dinner. I did just prep breakfast and dinner for this meal prep. I usually only do dinner, but for some reason I felt like I wanted to do breakfast this day too, so that's what I did. But yeah, so I love these multi-grain muffins because they are only 100 calories a muffin, which is incredible. If you know, English muffins typically have more than that, but yeah, these ones only 100 calories, so they're great to use, and they don't have that many carbs in them either, I noticed. So yeah, so now I'm just prepping my sausage. I'm just going to cut it in 4s. So after I have cut all of them in 4s, then I'm going to air fry them in my air fryer. They're already cooked, so literally you just put them in the air fryer and just to like crisp them up or heat them up. Honestly, I really probably could have not put these in the air fryer because they are already cooked, and then whenever I microwaved them, because I'm going to freeze these, then they probably would have cooked through that way. But I decided to put them in the air fryer because I like that little char type thing that happens whenever you like fry them or whatever. So I did go ahead and stick them in my air fryer on 400 for, I don't know if it was like, I think it was like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to take about 6 eggs and crack them, and I'm going to add some Greek yogurt. I use about 2 tablespoons, I think, of Greek yogurt for 6 eggs, and then I'm going to mix that up just for my scrambled eggs. The Greek yogurt helps to add some protein and keep these super creamy as well. So if you don't have one of these little tiny Amazon whisks that you see me using here, I highly recommend buying one because they literally just come in handy. They're just so useful. I have used every single one. I think I got one with a 4-pack that I use every single day just about. So yeah, I'm just mixing these all up, and then I'm going to pour them into my pan and cook them up. I really like to cook my eggs this way, where I just move them around in the pan basically, so that it keeps them nice and fluffy in my opinion. So I like how they turn out this way. The Greek yogurt really does help add them like extra, creamy texture to them. And then also whenever they're almost cooked through, I will go ahead and add some salt and pepper or whatever seasonings you'd like to your eggs, just like as they're about to be done, and then I'll finish cooking them up, and then we will start assembling our sandwiches. So I'm just assembling my sandwiches now. So I take about 3 of those little sausages, not 3 of the whole sausages, but of the cut pieces of sausages that goes on the sandwiches. and then I will layer that on there, and then I will put the eggs, and then I will put the top on, and I just put them in a napkin because it's a lot easier to microwave them in a paper towel and keep everything moist to like not dry out the eggs when you're reheating them. So I go ahead and put the top on, and then I'm just going to wrap it up, and then after that I will wrap them in foil until I have them all wrapped up, and then put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in my freezer. So yeah, that is how I meal prep these breakfast sandwiches. These are really good. I think one only has like 200 something calories per like sandwich and like 18 grams of protein. I will put the macros on the screen, but yeah, love these so far. So yeah, let's do dinner. Our meal prepping dinner, and we are just having egg roll in a bowl this week. And honestly, I'm not a person that likes egg roll, so I really didn't think that I would like this recipe, but when I first made it for Nathan as a meal prep, I tasted it and I was like, wow, this kind of slaps. So I've got 3 pounds of ground beef, some garlic, some onions in my pan right now, just cooking. And then as soon as my ground beef is almost cooked, I have 85% lean, 15% fat ground beef. And then after I drain that out, I have to add some hoisin sauce, some soy sauce, some ginger, and salt and pepper. And then after that, it calls for a bag of like coleslaw, and I'll link the recipe down below. I got this off of Pinterest. And then after that has like cooked down, then it should be just about done. Basically, you just want to make sure that everything's wilted. I think this also did call for like a spice, but instead of sriracha, I use this like chamorro hot sauce that we have. So that adds a nice little kick to it. And then I use this brown ready rice for my bowls to plate up for the week, and then white rice for Nathan. One pouch has 500 calories, so I just used half the pouch. Dinner. Good morning. It is January 2nd today, and I am bringing back the patio chats this year. I know it's been a while, but I have gained a couple pounds since the holidays and all that stuff, and I think it's just time to get back into the swing of things. And honestly, I've really been missing my hot girl walks. I know it's like really freaking cold outside, but I think that I really want to get back into doing at least just like a little 10-minute walk every so often, like during my work day. And yeah, so right now I'm sitting at 178 pounds. Honestly, I've been sick since Christmas Day, so I think a lot of that is probably inflammation. But yeah, this is going to be an exciting year for Nathan and I. We are planning on moving March 1st, so we're going to be trying to find a house to rent, and then if we can't find a house to rent, obviously moving to a different apartment. It's more of like a single level, bigger place. So exciting things coming. I will film all of it, of course. I'm sorry I've been slacking lately, but things are finally slowing down with my job, so I'm able to get back into the swing of things there too. So at the beginning of this video, you're going to see that we actually meal prepped for dinners for this week, and then I also meal prepped like lunches. I may not eat that same lunch every single day, but I did just want to have it in the fridge or freezer like for a quick grab. But yeah, meal prepping has been something that I've been doing lately. It's been a while since I really filmed a what I eat in a day week video, and that has been really keeping me on track as well as Nathan, and it's just easy to do. It makes my week so much easier, so I don't have to cook, dinner for the entire week. It keeps my kitchen super clean, and I really thought I would hate eating the same thing every day, but I've kind of found a way to make it work, honestly. So I think it really is it's about being simple, and it's easier to track everything. So yeah, I hope you guys get some good meal ideas from this video, and it can be helpful for you. I know we're in a new year, baby, and we are ready to tackle this new year with new goals, or the same goals, however it works. But yeah, just basically gonna focus on being healthier and as usual, and getting in more movement as usual. So my main focus for this year is gonna be building muscle. So I've found that it's easier to maintain your weight loss whenever you build more muscle. So I will be getting in-body scans done at my gym pretty frequently just to keep up with that. But I am upping my protein goals this year to 130 grams of protein a day. That's a lot for me, so it's gonna be difficult, but I do think that I'm gonna try to focus focus more on secondary protein sources to really help me get there. But yeah, we are about to go on our first hot girl walk of 2024. So yeah, let's go do this thing. Alright guys, if you watched my meal prep clip at the beginning of this video, you'll have seen me meal prep these breakfast sandwiches. So I'm going to have one of these this morning. I'm just going to pop this in the microwave for about a minute and we'll see if that is a good amount of time. So typically I eat 2 of those breakfast sandwiches, but I think instead I'm going to try to do 1 breakfast sandwich and then some yogurt. And then I'm gonna add in this granola to add some more protein to it. So that is what we're going to have this morning. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in here and then add everything, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So this is actually the 0 sugar bananas Foster flavored one. I typically buy the ones that have sugar in them because there's really not a significant calorie difference. The difference in this is really that it has 0 sugar and then no fat at all, which is pretty nice. So this is okay. I will say it's not as good as the ones that actually have sugar in them, obviously, but it is still pretty good at once you add everything else that I'm going to add to it. So I do want to start getting some PB Fit to add into this. I just have not bought any yet, and regular peanut butter has way too many calories for me to put that in here. So today we're just going to do the granola along with the fruit. So I actually pre-cut and prepped all this fruit when I first bought it and then like dried it. So I'm in hopes that it'll last a little bit longer than my typical fruit that I buy and put in the fridge. So yeah, they still look pretty good. And I did that, I think maybe last weekend. It was a while ago, I feel like. So they've been, you know, doing really well so far. But yeah, I'm just gonna add some of this fruit in here. And honestly, I think me having them prepped like this makes me more inclined to eat it as well, because a lot of the times fruit just goes in my fridge to go bad. Like I'll forget about it being in there because we don't really have a big fridge and I can't find a way to like make it where I can see it because it has to go in a drawer for everything to fit in there, and then I just forget about it. So trying to be better about that as well. But yeah. Alright, so this is my breakfast for today. Just my little breakfast sandwich and then my granola and yogurt. So yeah. Okay, so for lunch, we are actually going to make a cauliflower rice spicy tuna bowl. And so the first thing you have to do is just take your can of tuna. I'm using the albacore tuna that I usually get from Sam's Club. And then you're going to put the spicy mayo ingredients in here. Of course, you guys know I try to really limit the amount of mayo that I use. So the recipe calls for like a bunch. So I'm only going to put a tablespoon, which is 90 calories. And then I'm going to supplement the rest with Greek yogurt to add in some more protein even. So we're going to add that and then some sesame oil, and then we're going to mix that all together. Okay, and I just heated up my cauliflower rice in the microwave to steam it, and then it says to drizzle some seasoned rice vinegar. I have this sweet chili seasoned rice vinegar. For 1 tablespoon it has like 25 calories. I'm not going to use a whole tablespoon, probably just like a teaspoon. So I'm going to add this in there. Okay, and I'm going to add just a little bit of sesame oil to this. Not as much as the recipe called for because I'm not crazy about sesame oil, so probably about that much for the entire thing of spicy mayo. And of course, you know, there actually wasn't a whole lot of mayo, so it's really gonna, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. But I'm hoping that the Greek yogurt will be a good enough substitute. Of course, I did use some mayo to get some of the flavor in there, so we'll see. And then I've got to add some sriracha. Okay, so I just added about that much sriracha. I'm gonna mix it up. Okay, if you guys remember in my little chat that I had, I told you guys a lot about secondary protein sources. So we are gonna be adding some edamame to this. So I'm just going to cook this in the microwave for a couple of minutes until it is good, and then I'm gonna open these and add these to my bowl. Alright, here is my spicy tuna bowl. I'm just gonna sprinkle some soy sauce on here, and it should be good. So honestly, I was supposed to go to the gym after I worked out in my home gym today for 20 minutes on the Stairmaster and 10 minutes in the sauna, but I'm getting off work a lot later than I expected today, so I'm just going to do my home gym workout where I'm gonna do arms, and then after that I may take a 10-minute walk, depending on if it's dark or not, around my apartment complex. But I do have to run out and get a prescription of meds since I am sick. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I will not be going to the actual gym today, but I am going to be working out in my home gym. Okay, so I did 23 minutes of functional strength training and burned 81 calories. Not the day that I wanted, but we will try to do better tomorrow. Alright guys, this is dinner. You probably saw me meal prep this at the beginning of the week. If you hear anything in the background, it's just Nathan washing the dishes. But yeah, it's basically egg roll in a bowl and some brown rice to go with this. And I'm gonna add some soy sauce. But yeah, this is dinner. Alright guys, we are about to go on a little hot girl walk. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 10 or 20 minutes today, so we'll see when we get out there. It's actually like supposed to snow today, so it's like 30 degrees outside. It's really freaking cold, so I'm going to put another jacket on top of this one. And you guys do know that I am sick because I've mentioned that, but yeah. So I wanted to talk about these little Amazon jackets. I have gotten some of these from Amazon, and I just am in love with these freaking jackets, guys. Like, if you don't want your arms showing but want to wear a sports bra to the gym, like, these are the best things to buy in my opinion. And they just kind of define your waist and kind of like snatch you a little bit. I really like them. So yeah, I'll link them below in case you're interested. But I did get multiple colors. So this green teal color, you probably can't even really see the color that well because the lighting in here is terrible, but this one is so cute. So yeah, let's go on our hot girl walk. Okay, we did 19 minutes and 0.89 miles, and we burned 79 active calories. Alright, for lunch today, we are going back to something that I used to make all the time, which is basically just like, instead of a smoothie, I'm making it into a smoothie bowl. So I'm doing it a little bit differently than in the past. And I'm going to use some protein powder and some Greek yogurt to thicken it up some and just kind of make like a Greek yogurt smoothie type bowl for breakfast. So yeah, so I've got 4.1 ounces of banana in here. I'm gonna use 1/3 cup of this Greek yogurt. Typically I buy the 0 fat Greek yogurt, but they were out of that kind, so I did have to get this kind, which does have a little bit more calories in it than the other one, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna add about 1/3 cup of this. I'm gonna use a big heaping teaspoon of this unsweetened cocoa powder. I'm also going to use 1 scoop of this protein powder. This is Isopure, supposedly the best absorbed protein powder out there. So this is the one I've been using for a little while now, and I do think it works pretty well, honestly. So yeah, this is Dutch chocolate. I also just added 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and I also added just like a tiny splash of almond milk, like not enough to even count because it's already pretty low calorie, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, just enough to where maybe it will mix evenly. Okay, it came out a little bit more soupy than I kind of like, so I kind of put it in the freezer for like 20 minutes, and it's pretty okay now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the toppings on it. So I'm gonna do 1/3 cup of this peanut butter clusters kind granola, and then about 33 semi-sweet chocolate chips, which is just 1 serving size of these. These are the ones that I'm using, just Ghirardelli. And then I'm going to use some coconut flakes, and I think that's probably it. Alright, and this is my little breakfast smoothie bowl. Okay, so if you've been here for a while, you guys know that I used to love my little afternoon pick-me-ups, which was basically an iced matcha latte, but I have had to swap over from that to a decaffeinated version of something else. So basically what I have now is an iced chai tea latte, and it's with this decaffeinated chai tea. I steep it in the morning, and then I just put in my oat milk, and then I also use this dairy-free oat creamer, and it is really, really good. So you have to be careful with this because it can get away from you. So you really have to measure it. So I am going to add this in there, and then I'll have myself a nice little pick-me-up. And this is my cute little pick-me-up. And I really don't have to add anything else to it. I feel like it's sweet enough on its own with just this in there. So yeah, nice little pick-me-up. Okay, so for lunch today, we are gonna have something that I have been making lately, and I love this recipe. I will link the recipe that I originally got this from in the description below. It is just a lifesaver, honestly. If you know me, you know I've been obsessed with Subway's jalapeno and pepperoni pizzas for some time now. Those pizzas have 920 calories in them, and they're just not very healthy. So I found a high protein, lower calorie version of that pizza, basically. So the recipe is super simple. I'm going to show you how to make it, and the entire recipe actually has like 59 grams of protein in it, but I'm only going to eat half of the pizza today. So yeah, just needed to get at least 30 grams of protein in, and half of that pizza is going to get me there, and then I can have the other half tomorrow. So yeah, let's make it. So the recipe calls for 2/3 cup of Greek yogurt. The other Greek yogurt that I use makes this recipe only have 685 calories in it, but because this one is low fat instead of zero fat, the entire recipe is going to have like 700 and something calories. But like I said before, I'm only going to have half of the recipe today. I'm going to cook the whole thing, but then eat the other half tomorrow. But yeah, you use 2/3 cup of Greek yogurt and then 2/3 cup of flour, and I'm just using some King Arthur flour. So yeah. So then, if you don't have self-rising flour, which I don't, you can add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which is what I add. And then also you're going to want to add in like seasonings for your crust. So I just use Italian seasonings, rosemary, oregano, thyme. You can use any type of blend of spices that you want. But yeah, so then you're just going to mix all of this together, and then until it's a dough, and then you're going to knead it and then roll it out just like you would any type of normal pizza dough. Alright, so after you have mixed it, it should be kind of like this basically, and then you can just continue kneading it the rest of the way with your hands. I just kind of used a spatula to do this, but now we are about to roll it out, and then I'll show you what it looks like after it's been rolled out, how big you can expect it to be. Also, if you are making this, you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So we are just going to take my little rolling pin and roll this out. And whenever it's finished rolling out, it should fit into this pan. So it's basically the same size as a Subway pizza that you would get from the restaurant. So it's literally about the same size in my opinion. I think this is like a 9 by something. I'm really not good with measurements, but I'm pretty sure this is like a 9-inch pan. So yeah. Alright, so after it has been rolled out, I kind of press it into the pan, you know, and then you will use some pizza sauce. I'm just using this Publix pizza sauce that I have, and some turkey pepperoni because it's lower in calories, and then of course my pride and joy jalapenos. So let's make this. Okay, we've got our pizza sauce on there, and I will put up a screenshot of everything that I use in this recipe, basically showing you the measurements of what I used. But the next key to this is going to be this low moisture part skin shredded mozzarella. It's lower in calories, so we're going to use about a half a cup and like a 1/4 cup for the entire pizza. Step back, we're using 2/3 cup of this low moisture mozzarella cheese. Okay, so I saved about this much cheese to put on the very top at the end, just to kind of hold the toppings together. But then I put 17 slices of pepperoni just to cover up the entire pizza. And then I'm going to add the jalapenos. All right, and this is our pizza. Just sprinkling the remainder of that cheese, the remainder of the cheese on the top. And then I am going to bake it in the oven on 400 for about 14 to 15 minutes, and then it'll be done, and I'll show you the crust. And this is what the pizza looks like when it comes out of the oven. Like, oh my god, it looks so good. Obviously, it's not as thick as the one from Subway, but it is still pretty thick for a pizza that we made, and it's not thin like tortilla thin, which I'm okay with tortilla pizzas, but like I want something, you know, richer, I guess. But yeah, it looks incredible. My mouth is literally watering right now. So let's cut it in half so we can have our serving. See, just look at that side profile. See, that's how you know it's thicker, and that's what I really like about this pizza. It's got so much protein in it, and typically I would normally eat this on a weekend and eat the entire pizza, but obviously we're tracking, and I've already gotten a good bit of calories in today, and will for the rest of the day as well with dinner, so just gonna have half. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut it. All right, and this is lunch, and this is actually, like, to be honest with you, this pizza could fill you up for lunch. Half of it could fill you up. You don't even need the whole pizza, but obviously if you're trying to get more calories in, you can eat the whole thing. But this is plenty for me, so I am excited. Okay, so I have no idea what's going on with my eyes and my face right now. I'm beginning to wonder if I might be kind of allergic to that antibiotic that I was prescribed. So yeah, but my eyes will not stop watering and my nose is just like burning. But we're persevering and we're gonna do this workout. So I'm in my home gym. It's really cold in here, so I do have a small heater going. But today is legs and glutes, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna knock this workout out, and then we're gonna go to the gym and do our 20 minutes of cardio, and then sit in the sauna for another 10 minutes or 20 minutes, depends on what I'm feeling. But yeah. Also, here is a better look. I guess this really isn't that much better, is it? At the Amazon jackets. I just love these freaking jackets. They just really make me feel kind of snatched. So anyway, just procrastinating now. Let's do this. Okay, we did 32 minutes of strength training and we burned 178 active calories. We're about to head to the gym and do our 15 to 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. I haven't decided yet. It just depends on how I feel once I'm on the Stairmaster because my legs are shaking. So we'll see. Alright, so we actually did 15 minutes on the Stairmaster and we burned 132 active calories, and then we sat in the sauna for about 15 minutes. Now we are home and showered and about to eat dinner. This is dinner. Okay, so this is something I've never talked about before because honestly, I just started taking this. So if you have been on TikTok and not been living under a rock, or you've probably seen everybody talking about the chlorophyll benefits, and basically it's kind of like an internal deodorant. It will keep you from smelling and it'll keep your breath fresh. The main thing I've noticed since taking this is that, like, even like going to sleep and then waking up in the morning, you know how sometimes your breath is kicking. That never happens to me anymore because I take this. But also, like, if you're a person that smells, even when you have deodorant on, like, you know, you can still smell like the body odor smell. You will not smell that either. I've noticed, like, my armpits, they do not stink. I literally could go days without wearing deodorant, and I was someone that would sweat a ton. So that's kind of crazy that it's worked like this for me, but I kind of just take this a little bit, like, once a week. But I've seen people taking apple cider vinegar, and I'm wondering, because I mean, like, obviously I've not been living under a rock. I do take a supplement for apple cider vinegar, but I wonder if drinking it in the morning, it really has all the benefits that everybody says it does. So I'm considering trying it today. If it's terrible, then I probably won't do it again, but I'm gonna try to mix a tablespoon of this with the chlorophyll drops in my water right here and just just chug it and then see how it goes. But obviously, you know, I'm not one of those people that tries like things to lose weight or anything like that, like the trends. So I'm pretty not really, you know, expecting that from it. I'm kind of expecting just like, it's supposedly supposed to like regulate your blood sugar in the morning and then regulate your digestive system. So those are all good things. So I'm like, well, if I have this, why am I missing out? So I'm gonna try it. All right, so I just took my little frother and mixed it up. It's literally so dark green. It's supposedly like everything that you're supposed to get from plants every day. So we are gonna take this and chug it really fast. Okay, so I don't typically do what they call dirty fasting, but this morning I am so freaking sore from working out yesterday. I need some electrolytes really badly, and also I forgot like how working out, like lifting weights, makes me so hungry all the time. I'm literally like always thinking about food, which sucks, but yeah, we are gonna drink some electrolytes this morning. This is just a 0 sugar thirst quencher powder. It's fruit punch. It is 5 calories for one of these. I don't usually count these because, you know, it's 5 calories. What's 5 calories? But yeah, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna mix it up with my little frother, and then hopefully my butt stops hurting because my glute muscles are so sore from the workout I did yesterday. Alright guys, and today we are going to have 2 of those breakfast sandwiches that I meal prepped at the beginning of this week for breakfast. So yeah, I think in the future, next time, maybe I will not do, or maybe I'll do a different type of like eggs, because I scrambled these and then I don't really love how they taste warmed up. So I know they make like egg white patties that can be frozen, but yeah, I'll have to figure something out because I don't love how the eggs are in the microwave after they've been warmed up. If you have any tips or tricks, maybe if there's something I'm supposed to be doing differently. I do wrap them in a paper towel when I warm them up, and I thought that that would help, but honestly, I'm not really seeing it doing anything. Maybe I need to put like water or something in the microwave with it. But yeah, this is gonna be breakfast today. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might see what the hype is about the apple cider vinegar, because when I tell you guys I woke up this morning, I was like starving after I drank that apple cider vinegar. Like normally, like right now when I'm about to eat again, I would be like starving, but I'm not. So maybe it has some type of appetite suppression with it, but I definitely noticed that I'm not like hungry like I'm normally hungry, so that's a good thing. We love that. So yeah, we'll stick with it and see how it goes, if it makes a difference or any of that stuff, or maybe it's just a placebo thing and I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. But yeah, we're about to warm up our pizza from yesterday that we had left over and then go ahead and have that for a lunch. So yeah, all right, so I just warmed this up in my air fryer just to make it a little crispy, and it's gonna be just as good as it was yesterday. But yeah, sorry if you guys are, you know, tired of seeing repeat meals, but I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of those this year because that's kind of what we were trying to do, is just kind of keep things simple. And yeah, but we're gonna have this for lunch. We are doing a chest workout today. I'm just in my home gym, and then after that we are going to head to the actual gym to do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes, however. But it'll probably be, I don't know, my legs are really sore, so probably aim for 20, but probably just do 15. But yeah, let's get this workout in. Okay, so we did a functional strength training for 28 minutes and burned 77 active calories. And then I did the Stairmaster for 15 minutes and burned 128 active calories. Dinner, once again, same thing as always. we're about to have our apple cider vinegar water again, and I'm just gonna use a tablespoon like I did yesterday. Okay, so maybe this makes me weird or like a psychopath, but honestly, I kind of like the apple cider vinegar thing. It's kind of like, I don't know, almost to me, it kind of feels like a treat in a way. I like acidic things, and I really like how it has that, you know, like appetite suppressant part. Kind of makes me wonder, honestly, why I've been taking the capsules for so long, because I feel like they don't really work and I'm probably just wasting my money when I could just be drinking it every day. So that's probably what I'm gonna start doing. Also, I wanted to mention, I never really talk about this because nobody's ever asked, but if anybody's curious on like what I do for skincare or like a skincare routine, I'd love to share that with you guys. Just let me know. I've never really suffered from acne that much since I've gotten out of like high school and middle school. I have a pretty strict like skincare morning and night routine, and then also like when I wear makeup I have a pretty strict like way that I take it off and things like that, and I'm just like really take pride in like my skin and stuff like that. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know and I will share that with you guys. But yeah, so the apple cider vinegar thing, I think I am kind of into it, believe it or not. Alright, we're making an omelet today for breakfast. So, I just took the egg yolk of one egg and then 2 egg whites of another egg. I kind of suck at separating them if you can't tell, but I got out as much as I could. So, yeah, so that's basically just 1 egg white, or 3, it's basically 1 egg and then 2 egg whites of 2 other eggs. But yeah, I'm going to put some of this smoked honey turkey breast in here. 4 slices of this has 9 grams of protein, which is not very many, but added with the eggs, it's not that bad. So I'm gonna do that. Also going to add my 1 tablespoon of this low-fat Greek yogurt as well, just to try to make it go a little bit further and more creamy. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but typically I would use cottage cheese instead of Greek fat, instead of Greek yogurt, but I am out of cottage cheese, and I do have this on hand, so this is what I'm gonna use instead. Alright, this is what my omelet looks like so far. It may end up being scrambled eggs because I know myself and my omelets never typically turn out like omelets, but we'll see. I am going to add 2 slices of this Kraft Singles white American cheese, 50 calories a slice. I thought about it and I have other slices of cheese, but the other slices I have actually have 90 calories a slice, so this just seems like a good idea. And yeah, after this, I'm probably gonna toast some toast as well. I'm just like, I want something like savory this morning, so that's what I'm, you know, kind of aiming for. So yeah, this is what we're gonna have. Alright, nobody breathe. It looks like it's an actual omelet for once, so I'm super proud of myself for that. But when I flip it again, we'll see. Alright, with this, we are gonna have some of this Dave's Killer Bread. Breakfast bread. I'm gonna have 2 of these slices because, like I said, I'm hungry and feeling like I really want some bread, which is not typical for me. I don't typically crave it, but every now and then I do. So yeah, I'm gonna have 2 slices of this. I don't have any avocado or anything to put on it, so I'm probably just gonna put some cream cheese. I have some cream cheese spread I'll probably put on there, and then I'm just gonna have that with my gorgeous omelet, by the way, like I did. Really good job, proud of myself. So yeah, we're just gonna toast those up real quick. Alright, so I just put some of the chive and onion cream cheese whipped spread on the toast, and this is our omelet, and we're about to have this. This has got about like 38 grams of protein in it, so really good breakfast meal, and also it's pretty low in calories. Without the toast, the omelet itself was like 272 calories, so with the toast, obviously, it makes it a little bit more, but yeah, pretty good breakfast if I do say so. Alright, so we are about to have a little snack. We're gonna have some yogurt. I have one of these Dan and Lighten Fits. This one is not the 0 sugar kind, but this one has 80 calories in it. It's a strawberry cheesecake, my favorite kind. And then also just to get some extra protein in, I do have some strawberries and cream whey protein that I'm going to add to this. I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon, so that's about 7 grams, and that has about 6 grams of protein in it additionally. So also I'm going to add some peanut butter and some of that granola that also has protein in it as well. So lots of protein. I'm hoping to get at least 30 grams in with this, so we'll see. All right, I forgot I had this Premier Protein cereal, so actually, instead of doing the granola that I normally do, I'm gonna add a cup of this Premier Protein cereal as my granola, basically, to this, along with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. And I thought about adding some fruit, but now I don't think I really am gonna need it after I add all this other stuff, so I may not, I don't know. I probably am gonna add some, because I really need to use the strawberries and blueberries, but yeah. Alright, and this is what we are having for a little snack. I did add some peanut butter and then some strawberries and blueberries as well. But yeah, probably doesn't look super appetizing to you, but it looks pretty good to me. Alright guys, for dinner we're having the same thing as always, but I'm going to have one of these vitamin waters to go with it. This has 100 calories in it, so I'm just going to add this to my calories for today. Guys, that's basically everything I ate this week. I did start this week on a Tuesday, like the video on a Tuesday. I do still have to go to the gym tomorrow because today is going to be my rest day because my legs, girl, they're so sore. I can't do anything. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, and leave a comment down below and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.